nearing the end of Litmas, and we're going to be reviewing 2022. Thanks. At the start of the year, I made this little kind of bujo journal-y thing outlining my 22 goals of 2022. And we're gonna go in and see what I've accomplished. Now, I'm filming this early for Litmas, so the December goal things, there's a lot of these that were once a month I had to do, or every single month I had to do this thing. So I don't have the December results, but we're gonna just kind of go through stuff and kind of review things and see where we stand. Maybe I can still accomplish them. If I have done so, by the time this video goes up, I will put a little like check mark or something on the screen to say, yes, I did complete this. So what were my goals? My 22 goals of 2022. We have adulting. So I had to do a lot of different things. So learning about getting stuff together, like my 401k, insurance, loans, mortgages, learning about that, credit score stuff, and learning to fix a tire, to change a tire. So I did most of those things. I did learn about like 401k, my insurance is taken care of, my loans we're waiting on the forgiveness on those. But I, organized it all. I learned what a mortgage really was. Like I kind of knew, but I wanted details, all right? And then I did get my credit score, learned a bit more about that, learned how to access it and stuff. I still haven't learned how to change a tire though, so. Next up was audiobooks. I originally intended to like work on all of them, but working on Phoenix was really, really difficult, but that is in fact done. So Search for the Phoenix is officially an audiobook, and this coming year we'll be producing more. I will be producing the rest of them. It's just a lot when you're one person. This is a fail. Bookbinding. I did not learn how to bookbind, and I doubt I will get this one done before the end of the year. However, I did get the Book Nook done. I made the Book Nook during Create-a-thon. It is over there on that shelf. It's done. One complete. One official, fully complete. There's a lot of iffies on here. Here's an incomplete. Camping! I did not go camping. I still have never been camping. Would love to go. It didn't happen. Next up, we have classics. So this was read a classic every single month. All the ones colored in have been done. I haven't read my classic for December yet, but likely I have because it was A Christmas Carol. So easy, done. I'm gonna say classics is accomplished. This year, in case you were wondering what the classics were, we did A Tale of Two Cities in January, The Picture of Dorian Gray in February, Peter Pan in March, The Great Gatsby in April, The Haunting of Hill House in May, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass in June, Beowulf in July, Sense and Sensibility in August, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in September, Black Beauty in October, Frankenstein in November, and A Christmas Carol in December. Oh look, another failed goal. Coding! I really want to learn how to do like HTML coding and stuff to build more on my website and not depend on my sister to help monitor my website for me. I would like to learn more about coding and the ins and outs of it. Haven't done it. On top of that is computer. Upgrading my computer. I really need a new graphics card for it. I wanted to play Phasmophobia. This is really the only reason I needed a better graphics card, is because I want to play Phasmophobia, but they're very expensive and I don't have the money for it. Maybe someone got it for me for Christmas. I highly doubt it, but that's still pending. Costume making. Half done. I intended to go in and do 4 costumes for myself as well as this hat for my brother-in-law, although I guess it's not half done then. We have 2/5 done. We did create the Regency dress and we did create the Aggie costume. I did not create my Anne of Green Gables costume or my Danielle Renfair or Laszlo's hat. So 2 of the 4 costumes for me, and then I didn't do the present for my brother-in-law. Cool. The done did it jar. All right, so this baby here is my is my Done Did It jar. It's tacky and fun. It's used to spare fabrics and stuff. So in here, I have a bunch of little things that I have done over the year, not necessarily these goals, but it's like I accomplished something. So I wanted to review them at the end of the year, because sometimes, especially during this time of the year, I end up feeling like a big old failure, especially as we're reviewing these and seeing how many I didn't accomplish. Whenever I start to kind of look back on any part of my life, I get sad. So we wanted to have a positive moment and kind of open this. I'm gonna open this after we go through the rest of these, but there's a bunch in here. Some of them may make me sad because I know of one I put in here that is no longer valid. We'll get to that later, but we did in fact do the Done Did It jar. That is checked. Another one we did finish is embroidery. Yay! I did like 14 embroidery designs on bookmarks. They're on my table, and I don't know what I'm gonna really do with them. I might sell them, not regularly, but you know, it was like an exclusive edition kind of thing. Yeah. Next one is kind of also a bit of a fail, and that is exercise classes. So at the beginning of the year, I did start taking an exercise class. I started trying out, I wanted to try different things out this year on different exercise classes. And I did start out the year doing that. You can see I've got these all colored in here. But then I also discovered I really don't like exercising in front of people. That's why I have very low self-esteem. So I ended up doing a lot of exercise challenges at home, or I would go to the gym, but I would just be like on the elliptical or something. I wouldn't join an actual exercise class. It's not for me. I've discovered it's not for me, so I'm not counting it as a fail. What is a fail is not exercising every month. I fell off the wagon big time. I fell into a really bad depression and was not exercising. I had some people in my life enabling me to not exercise, to not eat well, and kind of put me in a bad position after my surgery that was supposed to, you know, help me continue to lose weight. And I have since gained some weight back from the surgery, from where I was, my lowest weight. I have gained some back. I do want to try and fix that, but it feels like a humongous failure on my end of where I was last year at this point and where I am currently. It feels like a massive failure, because yes, at one point I had lost like 80 pounds from that surgery, but I have now gained back some of it, not all of it, thank God, but I have definitely gained some back, and that has really affected me mentally. It has affected my motivation. It's a bad goal. So we're not ever putting exercise kind of stuff as goals anymore, because of how easy it is for me to fall off the wagon. And when it's like a constant reminder like this, it does me no good. It does not motivate me. It makes it worse. So, sad part of video. Oh, look, another sad part of the video. Finances is this baby. It's kind of trying to take care of all of my debts and try to get some savings. I did create a budget. That's the one thing I did do on this, but we had a lot of things happen this year that prevented me from clearing certain credit cards or loans and things. Like, I almost had the student loan thing because I got approved for loan forgiveness. I got approved for that. But then now with Congress holding it all hostage and stuff, it's a little up in the air with that one. So could have been one thing, but definitely will be another focus. Then we have Indie 2022, which was to read an indie book every single month. I am saying this is yes, because I will be reading my one in December. It's probably one of the first books I'm gonna pick up in December. If I've not already read it at this point, I'm currently reading it likely. I don't know, editing queue will tell you something. I did read an indie book. I read more indie books than just the once a month thing, but we read Strange Gods by Alison Kimball in January, Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater in February, Beastly by Jay Noble in March, New World Rising by Jennifer Wilson in April, Cat Tales by a variety of authors, it's an anthology, in May, No More Black Magic by A.L. Kessler in June, Marrow Charm by Kristen Jacques in July, Promises Left for Dead by Beckham Lore in August. Stolen Enchantress by Amber Argyle in September. The Stone of Destiny by Caroline Logan in October. The Wishing World by Todd Fonstock, I still don't know how to pronounce that, in November. And in December we have read Order of the Spirits, which I can't remember the author, but it's on the screen. Another big fail, but it's not entirely my fault, is Japan. Wanting to go back to Japan. Japan hadn't opened up for most of the year, so that's partially on them, but it's also on me because I didn't save enough to go. Another fail, learn D&D. Have not done it. This one maybe I've done in December, we'll see. Editing queue, did I do it? That's the answer. Here's a completed one. Misha, I visited Misha. If you guys have been with me since my Japan days, you will remember Misha, and we're good friends, and I'm wanting to reunite with Misha for a long time, and I went out to see them, and it was a super fun time, and I love all of their cats. One in particular, I love Beans. Such a cute kitty. We had a grand time. Absolute fun, fantastic time, and loved it. Loved it. Misha's turn to come visit me now, though. Your turn. The monthly writing goals. This is the one I really don't know if I've completed or not. I've had several fails. I've had some wins. I've managed to get, I did quarterly goals basically. So it was 100K in quarter 1. It was 70K in quarter 2. It was 100K in quarter 3. And it's 80K in quarter 4. I did complete quarter 1 and 3 on time. Now, every time I didn't do it, I carried it over. So January, I did not complete. You can kind of see the breakdowns. I tried to make it work, if you can see. There it is. Cool. You can kind of see where I left some things off, where I completed. So I did complete February, March, April were good. July, August, September was good. October was not. November is current right now as I'm filming this, and I'm struggling. And we'll see about December as well. Editing queue. Did I complete this goal? Cool. All right, another one I did not complete, but other extenuating circumstances prevented this, and that is publishing Hiss the Cack, or really querying. It wasn't actually to fully publish, but it was to query. It took a long time to finish getting the edits back from my editor. On both our parts, because it was, I did a payment plan with them. In some months I couldn't pay. Other months there was like injuries and sicknesses and things that prevented it. So love my editor. My editor is fantastic. She has done an amazing job with Hiss the Cack, but we are carrying this goal over into 2023. It's also apparently a bad time to query agents at this time of the year. So we're saving it for next year. I did write my query letter though. I did do that. I just didn't get to submit any of them. House renovations for my parents. I had done the Grampus Grotto. That's done for my dad. We wanted to do bathrooms, the 2 bathrooms in the house, the cat room, the rec room, and the hallway, because we busted some things up. Some of these are done now. They should be done now. The bathrooms should be done. We did do bathrooms. The cat room might still be in progress. We did not do the rec room or the hallway this year. So at least half done on this one, at least. But I did do that. But I'm also not gonna put goals that involve other people in my goals for next year anymore, because it's not my fault. Short stories. Short stories. My goal this year was to write a short story every single month as an exercise on both writing short stories and writing different genres. So we wrote a variety of genres this year, and we'll be publishing them and putting them in an anthology on my own next year. But it's December currently when you're seeing this video, so we'll see if I've already finished the short story. Have I finished the short story for December? And if I have, that means I've completed this goal. Hey, but we did a sci-fi in January, we did a historical fiction in February, we did a high fantasy in March, we did a western / urban fantasy in April, we did a full urban fantasy in May, we did a horror slash thriller. I'm kind of flipping these ones with December because December is now my horror, but my June is now my mystery thriller. July was a contemporary. August was my speculative. September was dystopian. October was nonfiction. November was adventure. And December is now horror. There you go. Cool. And the last official 22 goal of 2022 I actually completed first this year was becoming a Twitch affiliate. I did so. I became a Twitch affiliate in January. I don't really use Twitch much. I mean, I use it to stream. I am really bad about actually using Twitch. So, about monitoring it when I am on stream and promoting it. So I have a Twitch. I'm QWERTYQ on Twitch. Go follow me there. We had some mini goals to do this year, and we accomplished most of them. We got a new camera. We got okay, so I got a new chair. That chair has since broke, and I'm waiting on a new chair. So I've done a new chair twice. New shelves. We have acquired more shelves for the books. I worked out my convention schedule also for next year. We've improved my skill set with Excel. I did not get my Barnes & Noble Press hardcovers for Ashport. That is also dependent on another person who has not finished formatting them for me because I don't have that skill set. And then a new banner for Ashport. I did in fact get a new banner. Hooray! All right. So I did a lot of things. I'm not going to go over all of my monthly and quarterly goals. I did a lot of different things. We can also see we had the 22 books of 2022. These should also be completed. I have Educated to Read in December. Editing queue, did I read it? Cool. So I likely have completed the 22 books of 2022. These were just randomly assigned from Fee. So we read Stormfront by Jim Butcher. We read The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. We read The Merchant of Death by DJ McHale. And we read The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Those were the 4 books that Fee got to put on my 22 books of 2022. And the rest were kind of randomly decided through the game. You can see it from last year. But we read Very Sincerely Yours by Carrie Winfrey. The Midnight Queen by Sylvia Izzo Hunter. Lore by Alexandra Bracken. A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. Shadow and Light by Peter Sartucci. The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. Odd and True by Kat Winters. Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. If These Were Wings by Kiri McCauley. The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. The Ones We're Meant to Find by Joan Huh. The Last Namsara by Kristen Ciccarelli. Educated by Tara Westover. We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. Tales from the Hinterland by Melissa Albert. Not If I See You First by Eric Lindstrom. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. And Dealing with Dragons by Patricia C. Reedy. And they're all color-coded to the month that I completed them in. I also tracked the new releases so you guys can kind of see these. It's really badly done, but if it's highlighted around that means I acquired said book, and then they're filled in with the month that I did them in. I have not fully updated this. You can see other stuff. This is the series tracker. We did that. Yeah. So that's kind of the Bujo. I am going to be improving said Bujo. Now it is time to see what I did this year. What did I do? I'm going to try to mix these up a little bit because I know the ones on the top are, you know, most recent. We have the new banner. We did this. So we did this on October 10th. We got the new banner. Applied for student loan debt or student loan debt relief on October 18th, and we've been approved for it. We just don't get it because government is stupid and hates us. Again, I think I keep picking the most recent ones. Yep. Finished the Aggie costume on October 17th. Got a new camera September 6th. Finished Search for the Phoenix audiobook on August 22nd. I don't think you guys can actually see what these say, but August 22nd is when we finished the audiobook. Hosted my own panel on October 22nd. So I brought my own panel to Mile High Con. It was all about being an authortuber and booktuber, and it was a really fun time. It was really awesome. I moved! I got my own place. May 2nd was my official move-in date. We moved. We did it. We finally moved and got out on our own. Finished my first bookmark March 6th. So my very first one, I believe, was the Fuck Off I'm Reading bookmark. and I finished that on March 6th. Approved for an apartment on April 7th. That's when I got approved for this apartment and we moved. Isn't this a fun time? I hope you're enjoying this. We've got audiobook is live September 7th. That was an accomplishment. It's live. Secured apartment. A lot of the apartment stuff, which those two are the same, secured it on the 7th. All right. Submitted to the Dream Foundry writing contest on October 1st. So this was for my speculative fiction that I wrote. I did not win. Finished the July short story on July 14th. These you're gonna know about. And finished writing Sweet Pea and Sniffly on April 14th, which is my sister's birthday. Finished writing Kozue. I didn't write the date on this one. Forgot to write the date, but that was the first short story of the year. Finished reading 100 books on July 24th. That's when I hit 100 books. Did I complete 200 books this year? I have no idea. Made Mambo a window perch on August 14th. This was during Create-a-thon. She still has it. She doesn't use it too much anymore because we spend a lot of time out here now, but she does use it. Updated website all by myself on January 22nd. I did it. I didn't need to ask my sister for help. We did cosign from January 14th to January 16th. We did that convention. Saved constructing languages panel at cosign from cancellation on January, or I saved it on the 12th, but we did the convention there. So because of COVID, this panel, conlanging, was when I was on, and it almost got canceled because all the other panelists were sick and not coming. So I was like, well, I can still do it. And they're like, we need more panelists on it. And so I asked Lena if she wanted to be on it with me, and we just ran the panel by ourselves. So we saved that panel. Book Nook. Book Nook was done on August 29th, nearing the end of Create-a-thon. I finished my tree painting on September 22nd. I did another paint by numbers. I did my taxes on February 5th. I did taxes all by myself. I finished my June short story on June 24th. Finished writing Tinker Witch, which was a short story of March, on March 11th. Did my decoration, also for Create-a-thon, August 2nd. That was the second day of Create-a-thon. Wrote over 42,000 words in February. I think that's the month I've actually written the most, was February, because I had to carry over from January because I failed January. And then we made it up in February. But I thought that was a big accomplishment. It was almost a nano in the shortest month of the year. Finished my historical fiction short story in February 17th. Hit 100 followers on Twitch April 14th. So thank you to all the followers who follow me on Twitch. Appreciated that. I got a new job. Accepted job offer March 7th. And that's where I currently work at the moment. But I got a new job this year. Got dual monitors set up February 10th. So I have dual monitors right now. I want better ones, but you know, I got them. Finished Sammy's wedding video September 24th. So Sammy got married and I was her videographer and I made her a wedding video. Finished the Regency dress on March 17th. Doesn't fit me anymore. Actually, it might now because I gained weight back. So it might. Organized my finances January 13th. Is when I did that. We've got a couple more to do. Not too many more. Finished 100,000 words on March 25th at 7:50 p.m. I was very much accurate on that one. We had to be specific. Became a Twitch affiliate on January 23rd is the day I became an affiliate. I finished my second bookmark on March 26th. I think that's the last time I mentioned the bookmarks in this. And then I finished the embroidery bookmarks. I finished all of them August 20th. Last two in the Done Did It jar. Fit into a skirt that used to be way too small for me January 2nd, which now that probably doesn't fit me anymore. I started off, this is one of the earliest ones. This is the earliest one. This is January 1st, 2022. Completely filled up my 2022 tracking journal. That's what I did. So, a lot of these don't honestly feel like I accomplished much. A lot of it was writing goals. A lot of it was like little pieces of bigger goals that I did. I did have some big things. I didn't put got Mambo in here. Where is my Mambo one? I'm actually glad there was one that I put in here was, I thought I put in here was I got a boyfriend, but then we broke up. So glad that wasn't in there. But now I've told you guys, so I've reminded you. Yeah, I mean, I got a raise. I didn't put that in here. There's a lot that I started neglecting on the Done Did It jar. So I have a bad habit of not really recognizing good things when they do happen to me. I'm very good at recognizing the bad. And even doing this review, it was supposed to make me feel good about myself. It's done the opposite. And I still feel like I didn't accomplish much this year. I feel like I still feel like a big failure. Oh well, that's just how my brain works, you know? My brain just really likes to focus on the negatives and never the positives, and even doing this tactic to try to think of the positives, a lot of these were like not that big a deal that it seems silly to have written them down at all. Especially like the bookmarks and the short stories and stuff, because yeah, it doesn't feel like anything significant. It's things that people in my immediate life would probably be like, so what about? So I would say the most significant things that I did do this year was move, and I haven't been evicted. I got Mambo. I got a new job, and I did get a raise in that job. So that's nice. And I did the audiobook. I think the audiobook is probably one of my bigger accomplishments in doing that. But otherwise, I have a lot of not wins. I don't want to say full failures, because a lot of people in the comments will probably be like, you didn't fail, you did this, you know, you still accomplished this, and calling it a failure is wrong or whatever, but like it does feel like a failure to me, but they're not wins. So it's maybe not a failure, but it's also not a win, and that ends up hurting my heart. Yeah, so this was kind of a sad video, but you know, that's how the year went. That's how life is. Life throws you curveballs all the time. Things don't always go the way you want them to, and I just have to keep going forward. So into next year, hopefully we will accomplish some more things, and perhaps the year will improve. I don't know if I will do a Done Did It jar for next year, or if I'll just use this one. What are your thoughts? Do you think I should do it? Obviously, it didn't actually make me feel all that great about myself, but I also didn't really accomplish the things that probably would have felt more significant to me. I don't know. This is a really weird way to end this video, but I don't got anything else. So I hope you guys accomplished stuff this year. And even if you didn't, you know, I hope you don't beat yourself up like I am beating myself up, because I'm very good at beating myself up over things, especially when it's just me alone in this apartment, being able to be left alone with my sad, depressing, negative thoughts. But it's not easy to be a positive person. And sometimes when it's the uber positive people, it feels so fake, you know? I'm just not that type of a person who can do that, who can do that positive lifestyle things and affirmations and things like that. I've never been capable of doing that. So please don't put them in the comments, and please don't suggest to do them in the comments, because they don't work for me, okay? The only thing that actually works for me is actual achievement and doing the things that I set out to do. So when I don't accomplish those goals, it hurts. Can I still carry over a bunch of these goals and work to them in the future? Yes. Will I? Some of them. Not all of them, but there they are. Here's all my garbage now. So yeah, I don't know how to end this video. It's kind of on a depressing note. I hope you guys had a good year. I'm gonna go now. I will see you tomorrow, cuties. Bye. 2022. I said that really weird. enjoy the angle changes. Hold on. August was something. Like I'm just laughing through my pain. Throw all these away. La 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 la. We're kind of sad. Try to be uptight. Uptight? Uplifting. Try to be more uplifting about it. Okay.